Broadcaster Sarah Beeny has been with her husband Graham Swift for over 30 years, and has now revealed that their marriage is hanging on by fingernails. The pair, who met as teenagers, have had their many ups and downs throughout their union, and Sarah has never shied away from being open about their struggles. In a candid new interview, the 51-year-old TV star admitted their whirlwind relationship is strained after her breast cancer battle made her particularly horrible during the course of her treatment. But, Sarah admitted they've stayed together for the sake and happiness of their 4 kids after Graham gave her an ultimatum. Speaking to Gabby Logan on the Midpoint podcast, Sarah said, "We're hanging on in there by our fingernails. I mean, it's not easy, is it? Graham always said, the day we have to work at our marriage, I'm going to leave. And I was like, really? But I think he has had to work at it, to be honest. I was being particularly horrible, because I have been a bit horrible in the last couple of years, to be honest, at times." Explaining further, Sarah continued, "I was being particularly horrible," he said. "You know, the thing is, Sarah, you're not prepared to leave and have your children half the time, and neither am I, so we're going to stay together. And we're going to stay together happily or unhappily, so which would you like it to be?" And I was like, "Oh, that is quite dark, isn't it?" He said, "You wanna be happy or unhappy, because either way we're still going to live together." So I was like, "Okay, well, do happy then, shall we?" He was like, "What a good idea. Maybe you should be a bit nicer?" I was like, "Yeah, alright, I will." So logical, isn't it? Sarah said she was able to confide in her brother Dickon, and he ultimately gave her sage advice. She explained, "I rang my brother and said, right, that's it, Graham's being so annoying, I think we're going to split up, and he listened to me for ages. He said, I get it, Sarah, it must be horrendous being married to him. The only thing I think that could be worse is being married to you. So I suggest you go and make up." So all is well. The couple met in a rather unexpected way, when Sarah was just 18 and Graham was 19, as Dickon was dating Graham's sister Caroline. Dickon believed Sarah and Graham would hit it off, and initially, she wasn't thrilled by the idea of dating her brother's girlfriend's brother, but that quickly went out the window when she saw him. Their whirlwind teen romance saw them move in together after just 2 weeks of dating, much to the horror of her parents. "We were really young, he was 18 and I was 19. We moved in 2 weeks later and we bought a flat together about 3 months later," she told The Sun. "I look at 18-year-olds now and think, God, if they came home and said they were buying a flat together, I would be horrified. I don't blame them for feeling that, but it does make me take young people's relationships more seriously than other people might." The couple went on to set up a property developing business with Dickon before Sarah landed her career-making opportunity on Property Ladder in 2001. 2 years later, in 2003, Sarah and Graham tied the knot and went on to have 4 sons, Billy, Charlie, Rafferty, and Lori. Despite now having been married for 20 years, the couple have a personal reason why they never utter the words "I love you" to one another, all because of a long-standing joke that dates back to their early dating days. Sarah previously explained, "When we first met, we joked about people who meet and say the love word after 2.5 seconds, when they're only saying it because they want to SG you. It became a standing joke, and as a result, we can't say it to each other. When Hess not looking though, I tell the kids I love him. And I've heard them ask him if he loves Mummy. Hess looked at me and said through gritted teeth, yes, I love your mother very much. It's funny. She added, "I wouldn't know what to say if he did tell me he loved me. I'm not that good at that sort of thing. Graham often says it's a good thing he's not romantic because I'm CP at accepting it." In 2013, the Properties star told the Mirror she and Graham frequently threatened to get divorced when their kids were young. She said, "We argue all the time. He'll say I want to divorce you, you're horrible. But doesn't everyone who's married? We need to stop using the D word quite so much because the children are getting a bit concerned." Having said that, they're probably so used to it. Now that they hear us mention divorce and they're like, whatever. In a Mirror interview the year prior, she admitted, "I do joke about divorce as it's funny, but there's no possibility I could have done anything I've done without Graham. I'm not the rock with him as the support, he's the rock while I'm floundering around. We're very much partners in business, and in life. He is my best friend and it's fun being with somebody you get on with and know inside out." Graham has continued to be a rock for Sarah throughout her recent breast cancer battle, even though she almost didn't let him. Speaking to the Mail 3 weeks after her diagnosis in August 2022, she confessed she didn't allow Graham to attend the appointment to receive her test results with her and she considered not telling him about them. "There was a little moment where I thought, maybe I won't tell anyone. I won't even tell him. I don't know why, maybe I thought if I did that it wouldn't become real. That didn't last very long," she said. The mum of 4 has since undergone chemo and radiotherapy, had a double mastectomy, embraced hair loss and a new look, and has been given the all-clear by doctors after a tough fight. She was praised for her honesty throughout, with people loving how open she was about her diagnosis and treatment. Follow Mirror celebs on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube and Threads.
To